we're back with another video. Whoa, who's that? What's my name? Like, is that consistency calling me? I don't know. But we're back. If you're new, my name is Jennifer Oyubu. Welcome to the J family. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Look around. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you're an old OG and you're coming back to the channel, welcome. Today's video is a chit chat, real talk. I just wanted to chill with you guys and come on here and talk to you guys for a minute, about what it's like, living with a disability. Yes, if you're new to my channel, I am physically challenged. If you're here for a pity party, you're here hoping that we're gonna be bawling our eyes out or we're gonna be feeling sorry for ourselves. Now, this is not happening in this channel or in this video. We're not doing that. And that's not the main reason why I'm doing this video. I just felt like, to come on here and talk to you guys a bit about what it's been like. Is that English even correct? What it's been like? Yes, it's correct. What it's been like, living with a disability. So I tell you guys my experiences and, now my experiences from then up until now. Yeah, so I've been physically challenged since birth, or since I can remember. Yeah, wow, so since birth, and I'm 28 years old now, so it's been 28 years of my life because of living with a disability. So I would say primary school, I wasn't, I was just living my best life. Living my life. I was young and everything. So I was just in primary school for me. Primary school for me was, just blurry. I don't remember anything. I would say I was just living my best life. A girl was living her best life. So I got a rude awakening. I would call it a rude awakening because, that was the time I realized, okay, girl, something is up. Like, what's going on? I got a rude awakening when I was in secondary school. Like, when I just got into secondary school. Because I got treated, like, differently. And people would always stare at me. Like, I never really fully understood, like, what it meant. I just knew, okay, I knew I couldn't do what these other people are doing. You get what I'm trying to say. So it was a second because I never really used to play with other people, with my other friends. I would never go out for PE and stuff. I was always the one left alone in class. I never really used to partake in a lot of activities. And I was, like I said, young, and I just didn't understand it. And I was like, okay, why can't I do these things? And then, yes, okay, I know I couldn't walk. Why can't I walk? A lot of questions would go through my mind. I started becoming so sad, so depressed, because I couldn't do a lot of things that I wanted to do, or I couldn't do a lot of things that the other, students were doing. And it used to get me down a lot. And most times I'll just be alone in the class, just by myself. Sad, I know, but thinking back, it was a good thing because then I picked up reading. So yes, I still like reading. So I don't read as much as I would now because adulting, guys, ain't no joke. But I did pick up reading because being alone in the class, a girl gotta keep her mind, busy. Yeah. So I would read a lot of books, a lot of novels, all those H&M novels, love. I used to be like into romantic novels a lot. Like I read it all. Like, I don't even read romance. Like, I roll my eyes now. Like, if you give me romantic novels, I literally like nah, fam. Don't do that. I'm not reading any like, I don't even watch a lot of romantic movies anymore because I'm like, oh, it's the same thing. We know you love each other. I don't know. Call me auntie love. No, I love love. It's just, oh, I'm just over it. Moving on. So yes, it was a really like depressing and defining moment in my life because I got to see the world in a different light. I got to see people in a different light, and I know one thing that used to bug me a lot were people staring, because I never understood why people stared at me so much. It made me so uncomfortable. It made me feel like, oh, something was definitely wrong with me. Like, I genuinely, like, really, okay, something is wrong with me. Like, why people staring a lot? Like, I would walk into a place and I would be the center of attention. Well, now I know why. Because I'm you know. But moving on. And then, my self-esteem wasn't on 100. And I used to feel so, like, I literally just used to feel so bad. Like, I would want the ground to open and swallow me. Like, I would feel so shy and I wouldn't want to move. Like, I remember, like, when I used to go to church with my family. I'm a Catholic, and then we have to go to offerings and put offerings. I never really used to go for offerings because of now. Because I used to feel like, if I stood up, there comes the eyes again and staring. So I would deal with the one time you stare at me, like me walking to my seat, everybody's eyes on me, yes. And then when all that dies down, I just would not stand up until the end of Mass, and that's it. And then the end of Mass, I really wouldn't care because everybody is on their way. I'm busy. So I really used to be like, my self-esteem was low. I felt so depressed. I really didn't understand a lot of things. That's when I knew what discrimination was, the word. Yes. People discriminate you just because, you're in a wheelchair. People don't want to mingle. It just shows you, the level of thinking for a lot of people. Being, physically challenged has, I would say it's more of a blessing now to me than a curse or whatever it is, because it has really helped me. Like I said, a defining moment. It has really defined me, shaped me into this person you're seeing now. Yeah. It has defined me, and it has showed me a lot about people, about the world, and a lot of things. It has helped me grow as a person personally. My struggling or difficult years for me would be when I was much younger, my teenage years, and even up until university, because it was, like I said, my first year, yeah, second year, yeah. But after that, from after the whole, entering university and getting over everything, from then on up until now, it's been smooth sailing. Honestly, mentally, physically, spiritually, and otherwise, it's been smooth sailing for me. But then before that, it wasn't all that smooth. I had like my moments, and I was, I used to think a lot. And like I said, I'm not a vulnerable person, like, because I thought that, being vulnerable would, I never really used to be a vulnerable person. Like, I would, the old me would not sit here and tell you about what I'm telling you now. Honestly, I wouldn't do that, just cause I didn't want anyone to, look at me with pity or treat me any differently or all of that, like the old Jennifer would not. Because I just felt like being vulnerable would give people, that access to rubbish you, and I don't want to be rubbished. Okay, that's not what I signed up for. But Now we're in a better place. Yes, we are. I am in a better place, My self-esteem is on 100. I mean, then I never really used to look at myself in the mirror because I didn't like what I saw. I never really, then in my room, I never had like full mirrors, like where I would, look at myself in a full mirror. No, I never really used to take full pictures. I just, anything full, anything, nah, count me out. Out. I would never do that. But, now we're, like I said, we're in a better place. Now I really don't care, honestly. If you are new, or if you are, if you are someone I'm meeting for the first time, of course, I feel like for first timers, like if you're someone like you're meeting me for the first time and maybe you haven't, of course, there's that human thing to, automatically feel empathy and sympathy for me because, oh, you're like, this fine girl, you're supposed to be in a wheelchair. That's fine. Now I understand, like, okay, that is fine because, you're only human and I'm human too. I mean, I do that too. Like when I see people in certain situations, the humanness in me kicks in and I feel, sort of empathy for the person of a situation. But I quickly, I'm not, maybe because of the way I'm not, if I feel, I don't feel pity for you for very long because I feel like, nobody, coming from that place myself and knowing that, oh, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me and feel pity for me and just, like me just because you're feeling sorry for me. No, like me because you like me, you like my kind of person. If you don't like me, that's fine because, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I have flaws. I'm flawed. Yes, I will let it slide, especially like because I hear a lot of people, or I have met a lot of people who say, oh, they haven't really had that, they haven't really had someone that is physically challenged or that is living with disability. And I get it, I get it. But what I would not appreciate is if after, you rolled with me, you've been with me, you've been in the same space as me, and you see that this person, Jennifer, is not even thinking about this. So if you come up with this ad with that, I feel sorry for you, feel pity attitude to me every single time, I will turn you off sharply. When I go out and I go to like gatherings and social gatherings and all of that, and then I just hear one person saying, oh, can I talk to you, fam? I already know what you want to say. Half of the time I already know what you want to say, but out of courtesy, and I'm nice, I want to hear what you have to say. I deep down I already know, oh, what you want to say, what you want to tell me, and it's not bad. I appreciate it because, like I said, it's only the humanness in you. It kicks in, and you just want to give me a boost and encouragement, and I appreciate those encouragements. I really do. I really absolutely do appreciate those words of encouragement. People say, oh, don't think too much about, not that I'm thinking, I'm out here living my life. Y'all see me at the club, y'all see me partying, you just see me doing things, living life. But still, people just, come up to me and say, oh, don't think too much, this is not the end of the world, you still got hope. I know I got hope. I know that I have hope. I mean, it's a choice basically for me. Yeah, because in this part of the world, or in the world at large, you're living with a disability, and therefore I understand everybody's journey is different, and not everybody, with a disability can be like me. And that's because I wasn't always like this. It took intentional and conscious effort for me to get to this point in my life. There were times, rocky times, depressing times that I wished that I wasn't even born. Yeah, for me it wasn't smooth sailing. I mean, it wasn't. But then I'm grateful. First of all for the family that God put me in, because they have helped me to become the strong person that I am today. Yeah, they've helped me to become strong. And I'm also grateful for the people that God has intentionally put in my life. For my friends, y'all know yourselves, yeah, for the kind of people that I've met, my friends, my OGs, like, I'm just so sharp, guys. Like, every time you look at me, yeah, you think God written all over. Honestly, this is purely God's handwork. I know where I'm coming from mentally. I know what I've been through emotionally, mentally. Like, I never really used to be guys. I can't even believe like I'm the one just sitting down here and talking to you guys calmly about this particular topic, because guys, if you've asked me 5 years ago or even 2 years ago if I would ever talk about what it's like, living with a disability, I would say nah, I'm never going to talk about that shit. It just shows my growth, personal growth, and I'm comfortable now, and I choose to be happy. Yes, there will be difficult moments. There ain't no smooth sailing. Life is hard. Generally, for everybody, life is hard. We all have two sides, good and bad. There's always going to be negatives and positives. It's up to you to choose what you want to roll over you. And yes, for a certain time, I allowed the negative to roll over me. I allowed it to consume me, and I allowed it to, affect me. And it led me to, doing a lot of things wrong and all of that. But now I'm healing, I'm learning, and I'm in a better place mentally. I'm glad, I'm glad. I have a lot of love and positive vibes around me, and I'm happy about that. And then you guys are my family, and you guys show me love on this channel every single day. Like, I don't take anything for granted. All 171 subscribers, all 171 of you guys. I love you guys so much. Whatever disability you're going through, it doesn't have to be physical. There are disabilities of many kind. So whatever it is you're going through, just know that you'll get through this. You will get through it. Hope in God, believe in Him, trust in Him, and you've got this. You've got this, okay? You've got this. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for still coming back every single time to watch my videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the tips that you guys give me every day on growing my channel. That's it for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and just chit-chat, talk, and chill with you guys, and just, be a little bit personal. Get a little bit personal with you guys. Yeah. So, but if you have any questions, anything you would like for me to throw more light on, so feel free to leave them down below, and I will interact. I'm always interacting with you. You know that I'm always interacting with you guys. So feel free to leave all your questions in the comments. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Okay? It's free. Thank you for watching. Really, thank you for watching. If you watched at this point, thank you so much for watching. That's it for this video. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.